Hello, Flosstube. We're the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Chelsea.
And this is Ronnie. And we're here to talk to you about our stitching this week.
First of all, we'd like to say thank you so much for all the comments, compliments. Thank you for saying that I look well. A lot of you noticed that I'm not wearing my bands. The nausea has been a little bit better. Not the best, but better. Shout outs. So we'd like to say a couple shout outs for people who are new to Flosstube. So Donna Ray at Flannel Jammies Farm, Dixie Sampler, Gulf Coast Sampler. She's starting chalk on the farm, which is awesome to see. And then some people that...
Is it Gulf Coast Sampler or Gulf Coast Stitcher?
Sorry, Gulf Coast Stitcher. Reading is not my forte today. People that are doing some of the chalk designs, so Basic Stitches, Kelly Ann, and Tiffin Stitches.
And East Coast Crafter, thanks so much for all your chalkboard love. I love seeing everyone's stitching.
And then Spare Claire is stitching Forest Snowfall with us, and she has amazing quilts. Amazing. Lynette from Homesteading on the Home Front, she's doing a quilt series that she's creating, and it's awesome to see.
And she named one of them after.
Yeah, and I was really excited about that. So check her out. And then McKenna, we're glad to see you're back.
Yep.
Watched your live video the other day. Thanks, girl. And Yvonne for jumping on the quilt train.
It's hard to stay off.
It is. It really is. Okay, so we had some questions this week. Sherry wanted to know, where did you get the sheep flannel for the baby blanket that you used?
We got it at Joann's, right?
Yep. Joanne. So we don't really go to quilt shops. I haven't ever been to a quilt shop. You've been to one in Florida?
Yeah.
We go to Joann's for our fabric. We're not professionals, so we buy at Joann. I was told there's no quilting police this week too, and I appreciated that. Thank you.
That's good, because we'd both be under arrest.
Anybody watch Live PD? We watch Live PD.
Taking too many shortcuts.
Judy wanted to know, when stitching in hand, do you use the sewing method?
Yes.
Yes, and we're going to try today to film a tutorial on our stitching in hand. I want to warn everybody that this pregnancy has taken a toll on my skin, and my hands look
like alligators?
Like alligators. Terrible.
I was giving her different lotions. I'm like, try this one, try this one.
I'm just going to dump olive oil on them or something. Somebody told me to use bag balm and put gloves on, so I'm going to try that. I just haven't tried it yet. So if you do see it, they look ragged.
They look better today. Yesterday they were red.
Barb wanted to know if I ever braid my hair. Yes. My hair doesn't... So I get out of the shower and this is my hair. It's stick straight, so it takes some product to be able to like keep it in something. If I'm braiding it, it's overnight, so I can get a little bit of a wave.
It's too silky.
It is silky and it falls out, and I don't have a lot of hair.
Sit.
It's long, but it's not thick, so my braids are like puny. Julie, she said, I thought you were doing log cabin quilting because we started doing our string quilts. Yeah.
We will, eventually.
We are working there. Vanessa wanted to know what pattern we're using for the string quilts, so I didn't use specifically any pattern. What I saw was on Fat Quarter Shop on YouTube. They had a tutorial called Quilt As You Go Made Modern. It's a woman who has a book on quilting as you go made modern, and she did an example for the string quilt, and it was beautiful. Now, we didn't do the quilt as you go method, but I just really liked how her quilt looked and how it looked scrappy but still coordinated all together, so that's what I went off of. And then from there we just branched out to see how you make a string quilt.
And Chelsea did hers on freezer paper, and I couldn't do it, so I went to muslin. And there's a whole blog post about the quilts that we've made lately on my blog yesterday.
Hazel wanted to know, how do you keep track of where you are in your stitching when you leave projects, and do you mark it off or count every time? We don't mark on our charts.
You can usually tell.
We do count every time.
I'm sorry we're boring you.
The only one that I might have marked off on is my Hawk Run Hollow that I made a working, what is it called? A working copy. Just because it's a novel of a pattern for me, and I'm used to smaller patterns.
Working copies, and I
that's
just
the only
figure
one
out
that
where
I've
I'm at.
Yep. Donna wanted to know, how do you organize your patterns? So my style is similar to Farm Girl. If you watch her, Michelle, magazine holders. I got them at like Target or something for inexpensive. I had used them for my paper products when I used for stamping and that kind of stuff. So now I just have extras, so I put them in there. Mom uses cute baskets that she finds at thrift stores.
That's most of my tarts, except for my Prairie Schoolers. Those have their...
And except for stuff that's been done already. Those are in separate
Ziploc
places.
bags.
Her Prairie Schoolers, so Prairie Schoolers are like a...
It's a huge Ziploc bag. It's like
you
a
don't
2-gallon one.
Yeah, it's in a nice Ziploc bag. It's in a place where you're like breathing really hard. And then for our projects, when we have them on the go, because we have like weekly whips that, you know, she works on. We're Fall Stitching Friday and Winter Wednesday or whatever she's doing. You can get these.
I haven't seen them lately, though. We
Tote
got Christmas ones and Halloween ones.
Usually we get them at Marshall's for like 99 cents or 69 cents.
No, they're $1 for 2 of them, so we each get one.
And they fit our Ziploc bags perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get those kind of totes a bunch of places. Joann's has some really cute ones for like their sewing season. I got some that had like a tape measure as the straps.
Yeah, those were cute. Those are a little bit bigger than that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Angie, what colors are you changing on Spring Frolic? She wanted to know. Have you figured out your colors yet?
Yes, I have. And I'll post a picture probably tomorrow or Monday of all my colors lined up. I still might have 1 or 2 that I need to figure out.
Sometimes you convert as you go.
But I did change the bunny to more of a grayish color, so I really like that.
It's charted for putty, I think, right?
I had it stitched in the brown, and I ripped it all out.
And she ripped it out with my
seam ripper. And I never use a seam ripper, but
she usually takes out the don't waste it. But she was just having an off day or something. I'm not really sure.
No, that was a lot to take out.
She won't use the seam ripper for the dang fabric or quilts that we have that I bought it intentionally for, but she'll use it on that. Okay. Bonnie wanted to know if I'm rubbing my belly yet and how do the girls like being pregnant. Yes, I rub it all the time. Mostly in front of my mom just to make her feel bad for me, so she makes me food. Guys, she made the best like chicken arugula last night for dinner. I have been having sleepovers here every weekend. I just bring the kids and we have a sleepover at Grandma's.
She just wants to eat.
Oh, God. How do the girls like me being pregnant? They're really excited about it. They keep guessing. So we had our ultrasound on Thursday. We got to see pictures of the baby's feet and everything, and then the doctors put it in an envelope of what we're having, a boy or a girl, and then next weekend on Saturday we're having a get-together with close family to reveal our baby gender. So my mom thinks I'm lying. I don't know what it is. She thinks that I looked. I wouldn't know what I was looking at. I mean, they were telling me that this is the baby's skull, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we'll probably put a little clip of that at the end of the following week's video because we won't have it for next week. All right.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you today?
Did you take your shirt off? Oh. Cross my stitches.
Stop.
Is there any tips on picking fabric for a quilt? She wanted to make like an RV top quilt. I think she has an RV and her bed in there. She wanted a quilt for that. I guess we pick more like neutral colors that's gonna go with everyday stuff. I don't know. I mean, we have a theme. Like our theme is farmhouse throughout all of our house, and then we had the Christmas quilts, Halloween quilts, so we had a theme. So
and we plan on doing fall ones because I have a lot of fall fabrics. Yep. And
we pick
like you over there.
Come here. We pick a few. She wants no. We pick a few.
She's a little bit needy because she had to have a couple of teeth removed on Monday, and she's just been
a diva. So we pick a few prints first of all, and then we do some like neutrals. And for me, a neutral is like the stripes, the ticking, the plaids, that kind of thing, not just a solid color. So we rarely use solid colors, right? We used white, but still that white had
patterns.
A pattern. Okay, but again, we're amateurs, so don't mind us. Okay, what do you have for previous finishes?
I thought I would do 2 Lizzie Cake spring ones since Lizzie Cake is no more.
She is still.
So this one is Easter sampling, and I changed the colors. I went with black letters and made it more black and white with a few of the colors in there. And then the other one is the 4 Seasons. And so far, that's the only one I've done of those. But that was a frame I found at Michael's, and it was padded inside, like to use for maybe a little bulletin board or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stuck the fabric over the padding, and that's how it is. It's cute. It's puffy. And this one was a thrift store frame that I
Ron?
put the gingham on the back of it.
Finishes that I have for this week, I actually finished something, and Mom finished it today. So this is Lizzie Cake's April, a bit of April flip it bits. This. So I have like a sick aversion to purple, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so it started when I was in pageants, and I wore this like lilac colored dress, and it just wasn't the most flattering thing on me, and I just wasn't happy. And so from there, it just spiraled into me hating purple.
This is a chalkboard I found at Michael's yesterday, and I mounted it on sticky board and did the gingham on the back and added a burlap bow and a covered button. And it's really cute, and I did the magnet and sheet metal so she can change it up. And like she said, she changed the colors.
Okay.
And then my only finish this week was the little truck from the Fresh Eggs Farm, my collaboration with Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design. And I did this as a gift, and I found that frame at Hobby Lobby. I added red ticking to the back of it. It's all mounted on sticky board. And it's just adorable. I noticed today that I forgot to put the lines in the window, but it still looks cute. So I added a covered button and more ticking for the bow, and it's really cute. Okay, and then Chelsea finished her, but she forgot to bring the tray for me to finish it. Even though I reminded her.
All right, so April Wordplay. These are by Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. You can get them on countrystitches.net, her website. So I changed some of the colors. This blue was only charted for here and his pantaloons, but so I made the birds blue, and then I changed the color of the flowers to make them a little bit brighter.
It's really cute.
I just need bright colors right now. This gloom and doom weather is, I just want bright stuff. My husband's building my greenhouse this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Not a big greenhouse, one of those little ones that is like enclosed in the zippered plastic.
It's a green shack. Let's do that. We'll
a green shell.
A green shack. Oh goodness. Sorry.
Was that an earthquake?
Yes, because I moved.
Or did you hit the table with your belly?
I'm finally getting a belly. It popped. Okay, and then what do you have? Do you have any finishes that aren't finished?
No.
Yes,
Well, yeah,
do.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
So I started this one, the little barn from Farmhouse Christmas.
I know you guys haven't seen this one before, right?
Little House Needleworks. I used gray fabric that I tea and coffee dyed, and I didn't think it was dark enough the first time, so I re-tea coffee dyed it and put it back in the oven and baked it again, and I really like the color of the way it is now. It really looks old. Old and crusty. It's our new motto.
It's my new hashtag. My husband asked me why. He looked on my Instagram and he's like, "Why are you taking old and crusty? That doesn't look like cross stitch." And I was, because if you look on the photos, it's not a cross stitch.
And here is, what's this called? Spring Frolic?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Are you taking a nap? God, you showed him the back?
That is a prairie schooler. Do not hit me with that.
All right, then I'm going to pick up the frame and hit you in the head with it. Ronnie, can you believe she did that?
So again, she changed this. I think he was charted in putty. No, he wasn't.
You're okay.
No, he wasn't. I lied. Something else is putty on there. But she changed it from that brown to
grayish.
A grayish color.
And I'm doing it on the tea coffee dyed.
If you check out Flannel Jammies Farm, who we mentioned earlier, yep. So Donna Ray on Instagram, she did it on this light pink fabric that is really pretty too. So just different ways to see your vision. Okay. And then
for Fall Friday stitching on Friday, I did a little bit more of my Prairie Schooler Autumn Leaves and got some more of the words done. All right, stop it. You're just being a drama queen over here. I think it's because all the dogs are in the other room.
Next week on Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. Okay. For my whips, I was trying to finish all that I had going on right there, and I started that new April. That April, this Lizzie Cake only took me a day and a half.
I thought you did it in one day.
I finished it up the next day. I had gymnastics that night, so I couldn't stitch a lot. But I've just been starting stuff. But you can get those and stitch them up really quick, and they're easy to change out. We like those things that you can just slap up a new month when it's. And I started with April because I thought, oh, I've got a lot of projects, so maybe it'll take me longer, but a day if you had an hour or two. And then so with thy needle and thread, cross stitch designs, Easter peep. So look at the chick holding the little bunny mask. It's adorable. I didn't have this is a very rare occurrence where a pattern is charted in all DMC for Brenda. And I didn't have some of it. Now. This is old, yes. I didn't have some of it, so I changed some of the colors. I only have a little bit done on there. Okay. And I'll start posting my photos of my floss changes as well because people have been asking. I usually just make a list, but I'll start being conscious of posting that so people have an idea of what I'm using. And then, look at you trying to go ahead of me. I got another piece of fabric. You
got the same piece of fabric with 17 things on it, the one piece of fabric.
And this Prairie Schooler, I started Bunnies and Chicks. I started this one down here.
You're okay.
These are extremely small. So this is like half of the block. Barn and a chick. I'm using the called for colors because it's a Prairie Schooler and I don't change colors on a Prairie Schooler. Okay. It's like the cross stitch rule.
Is that your whips?
All
right, show them your bibs then.
Whips, yeah.
And
so
then
we made there's threads on here that I need to cut off. We made bibs a few weeks ago and I never showed them. I put them on like Instagram.
We did the ragged edges on some of them.
Little dogs, and then she sewed around the edges on some of the other ones as well. So we've got like 22
and put Velcro
bibs
on them for the.
Yeah, 22 bibs, not enough.
Okay, show me your rag quilts.
A start. And then for Valentine's Day, I was making quilts. So these are my scraps that I used to make them a little American Girl doll quilts because they both have American Girl dolls, and it matches their big girl size quilts.
How many yards did you buy? 7?
7 yards each. So it cost me like $16 each rag quilt.
They're really cute.
They love them, so it's easy.
And last, was it Sunday? I finished my, what's it called?
A string quilt. So she used Vintage Picnic by Moda that she was sent by Fran, and then she used a fabric from Joann's, blue with red like flowers, and then we did a scrappy binding. So we just took pieces of the original fabric, this vintage,
string quilt, and sewed them together, and then you use that for the binding, and it's so cute.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So it does. We were picky on how we did the layout. A scrappy quilt would be you just kind of throw it together and that's it. But we tried to make sure that things coordinated well and we didn't have a bunch of stuff that lined up because we didn't want it to look like
and
a
I
pattern.
added 2 of those white printed fabrics from Joann's.
This is on her blog from yesterday though, so you can check it out on there.
All the quilts are, yeah.
See more pictures.
And it's a twin size.
It is a twin size.
And it's really pretty.
We had enough fabric. That's our issue. Okay. Yes, I forgot my haul.
I got Easter Parade with the needle and thread. And then in the Lizzie Cake Panic. But I guess we don't have to panic because they're going to be around for a while.
So these are Winter Sampler, Merry Friends, and then the Elves did it.
I was lucky enough that I had done like the big series, like the Christmas rules and the Halloween rules and the tingles and the jingles, so I don't have to go searching for those.
You do. I am obsessed with the Boo Club, so I'm going to be looking for the Boo Club. My haul was from eBay. I found a new pattern of Lizzie Cake's with free shipping, so I said, why not? And that was the spring string.
Yeah.
And the summer string is coming. I'm going to have to change the colors on it because it has purple for the letters, though. Okay. We received a beautiful gift. The details in this are amazing. So this is from Sally.
And she's from England.
These are like the most primitive, beautiful, see the legs.
And she cross-stitched.
Do you guys know my obsession with the girl with the chicken with a leash? Like, this was my thing forever. And look at this. And then Mom's.
This reminds me of that Easter peep.
Like, oh.
Aren't they adorable?
She is fabulous. So she was on Instagram. I haven't asked her if I could share her information. So
what's her first name though?
Sally.
Sally.
No, I already said that.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
That's fine. And they have like little breeches and stuff. Like they have.
They're cute.
Oh my goodness, the details are amazing. The little chicken buttons.
Yes. We are so lucky. We feel very loved. We also got from the Inspired Needle. Ronnie's upset because the other dogs are in the other room, and they're whining a little bit, and all the kids are in the other room, so she's upset about that, and that's why she's like flipping out. But in case you haven't seen the stitch dots for the Chalk on the Farm, she sent us each a set of them, and they are so cute.
I'm trying to get the glare.
So
you can get
my chalk drawings
fingers.
are needle minders. But we really thank Kathy a lot for these, and I'm going to link her shop below, so if you don't have these and you want them, you can go order them from her.
Yeah. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use a needle nanny, so mine will be, she discovered, so I have the same light now as my mom. It's a stand-up. She found mine at a thrift store for, what, $15? Yeah, $15. But if you stick one of these...
It holds your pattern
to it, and then you stick your pattern underneath it. It holds the pattern. Oh, I have to show this. Look at the card that Sally sent us.
They were wrapped so nicely. They're just amazing.
You guys, chickens, just chickens. I get my chickens soon. I'm very excited.
And then I decided I want to start this week. I got those other prairie schoolers. I know she's like upset. I got those
Mom actually told her she couldn't be in any more videos if she kept taking all the attention away from us. She did, I'm just kidding. Who was it? Oh, Andrea in Colorado asked if there was sibling rivalry because she was like trying to show me up on the last video, just trying to step in front of me when I was a kid. So her plans are to start the Cricket Collection, fresh eggs.
Mm-hmm. And I still have those prairie schoolers that I showed you last week that I haven't started yet, but I am going to start them.
My plans got lost in the jungle.
And I think we're both going to do that spring string too. Do some Lizzie Caking.
Lizzie Caking. Alright, so I need to get my button gear because I've had my autumn wreath up through Christmas into autumn, or into spring. So I'm stitching this, I am changing some of the colors, so we were trying to figure those out last night. And then I will be stitching summer, so it is prepared and ready to go.
And then we were talking about how many Plum Street samplers
the market
with
stuff.
needle and thread, and Kathy Haberman's Hands-On Design ornaments we're going to stitch. There's a lot. And I just snorted.
I have 12 patterns on my list from Market alone that I need to stitch immediately. I'm going to start teaching the girls how to stitch really quick. You're going to see them just in the back just sewing to get it done.
I wish it was that easy.
Yep. You could teach your husband how to stitch.
No.
No.
We'll pass that. Okay, so if you've made it this far in this discombobulated Ronnie is upset video,
okay,
we have a giveaway.
No, we have a winner.
Let's do the winner after the giveaway.
Okay.
Because I got these in my hand.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have 3 different winners. These are the 3 charts. Number 1 is that one in your hand.
Okay, so number 1 is Country Cottage Needleworks Bluebird Cabin from the Frosty Forest Designs.
These are from, oh, and it's got the button in it too.
So this is number 1. Number 2 is Little House Needleworks Hot Cocoa. It's Ornament of the Month from 2012, number 7. This is number 2. Number 3 is Country Cottage Needleworks The Nativity. This is number 3. So these patterns were extras in Emily.
Duplicates from Emily Adcox. And we appreciate you sending them to me, Emily. And so what we're going to have you do is, first of all, you have to be a subscriber. Like the video, of course. Then you need to answer us what season you like to stitch. And then with the numbers, if you only want number 1, then you put number 1. If you only want number 2, you put number 2. If you want 1, 2, and 3, you put 1, 2, and 3. But you're only going to win 1. So
you can only win 1.
Right.
You're only gonna win 1.
We need to know which patterns that you're interested in.
Yep.
But the question is, what season do you like to stitch the most? So.
And then you just answer below, and then at the end of your answer, put 1, 2, or 3, or 1 and 2, or 2 and 3,
don't say giveaway,
etc. Yeah, don't say giveaway. So people search for a giveaway. This is why. People search for giveaway on YouTube, and then they enter. They're not even, say, cross-stitchers or hobbies.
Probably just to sell the stuff on eBay or whatever.
Right. So that's why
we want one of our subscribers to win.
Yes.
So
we want somebody who's interested in actually stitching it to win.
And thank you, Emily, very much for sending those, and we appreciate it.
Okay, and then we have the beautiful bag from the Floss Inn. Remember from last week, it holds your floss. A lot of you were checking out the video. So we have a winner. Drum roll is so Stitchy Shannon 85. This is yours. So to claim it, you need to just contact us on either Facebook, Instagram, her blog, email, YouTube, private message. 2 places is better than 1 because I'm pregnant and she's technologically challenged. So
She's gonna be grounded again. Yvonne, make room for her.
You guys, remember when you said my chair might be up if I didn't start stitching and people were all over it? Like, I'll sit next to you.
You noticed how she started stitching then.
No, it's just that I could see the holes without yakking every 5 seconds. Okay.
I'm kidding.
I know.
Anyway, if you get your inspiration from us, tag us.
This is not our best video, guys. This is so terrible.
If you get your finishing inspiration from us, tag my blog, tag us. We'd love to see it. Make sure you're following our hashtags, PC Fresh Eggs Farm, PC Hometown Holidays, PC for Snowfall, PC Winter Wonderland, Lantern Lane, SAL.
Old and Crusty.
That's you.
All right.
Anyway, don't forget the giveaway, 1, 2, or 3, or
and what
all
season
3,
do you like stitching best is the question.
Like the video, be a subscriber, and we appreciate all of you, and thank you all so much for watching and your comments and everything else. We appreciate it.
Okay, so we'll see you next week. We'll have a list of stuff to talk about. We might even have like a prompter behind us to tell us what to do.
Or the dogs just might take over the video because this one is just...
Poor Ron. Okay, we will see you next week.